What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Market Psychology 101, where we practice conditioning our minds to find value where there's fear and to be cautious where there is greed. If you find anything I say in today's video to be helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. In this video, we're going to look at Ethereum. And if you're not familiar with my channel too much, I'm a long-term style investor, whether with stocks or crypto. And so long-term wise, if a stock or a crypto is within 10% of a yearly high, it's not a time that I personally am excited about buying. And most recently, we were coming off an overbought territory in the RSI, that stands for Relative Strength Index. When we double bottomed here in the RSI, right here is where I personally would have bought when it was around 1550. Would have seen it go up to 1750 and then down to 1520 and then up here to 2100. So topping in the RSI right now, coming back down. I do see Ethereum kind of tightening up. And so when it broke down in this channel, just going to draw a couple lines here. If you notice, this channel's kind of tightening up in here. And maybe it's interesting we're getting here into May of 2024. I'll tell you why in a second. As it's tightening up here, maybe we stay within this range and then we blast up or we go down. Now, the reason I say May of 24 is interesting is because seasonality wise, next year being an election year, the end of May, early June tends to be when the lows are in the market, different than a non-election year. And so, Q1, Q3, early Q4, those are times I like to buy. Who knows? Are we going to experience a low here before blasting off? We will see. But let's erase those lines. Let's take a look at some other indicators. Let's open up. Let's take a look at the volume long term. So kind of it shows us similarly what we were just looking at. If we were to blast up 4,000, if we were to go down, man, if we go down deeper than that, let's go down to the 1 year. Would we get to 300? I'm not really buying that. But man, if it got below 1,000, where would we go? So if there was a recession, or if this Binance thing turns into a black swan event, let me delete that. Maybe we get down as low as 1,020. If we got anywhere near there, me personally, I would be buying. I would be buying very heavily there. Let's take a look at some other indicators. It's got the X all the way over here. Let's look at the Darvas box. That is one I really like. In the 1 year, we're ranging inside the Darvas box, getting close to the red. If it gets below the Darvas box. Now, when I look to buy something, I'm taking a long-term approach again. I like to be within 10% of a yearly low. And I like the relative strength index to have a double bottoming formation long term. And so, right here, if we're taking a look at the last year, we didn't really get a double bottom till here, and by then we are already above 10%. There's other indicators we could have looked at before when we sold off way back here. I would have taken this, I would have bought right here last time at 1091. That would have been a good time. Let's take a look at the 5 year with the Darvas box. Right here, we're a little overbought, very similar to Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a similar style being overbought. And so right now I'm not looking to buy Ethereum. But if it does get, we're on Bitcoin. If Ethereum does get lower, below 1,500, I will strongly consider buying. 1,500 is right here in the middle, but as we move forward in time, 1,500-ish will be within 10% of the yearly low, because by that time we will have moved past this. This is January 23. So January 24, if we get around 1500, I'm going to be a buyer on Ethereum. But anyways, everything I say in these videos is just my opinion. None of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a trader, but I do use my knowledge and experience from the field of psychology to my advantage to find value and to try to look for value where there is fear. And so, again, I am a medium long-term investor, focus on macroeconomic conditions. So if you're new to crypto and you're looking at crypto as a gentle way of getting into the crypto market, I think this channel can be of value to you because things like options trading, shorting, longing, puts, calls, that can be very risky. And a lot of people don't really know what they're doing and can lose all their money doing that. So if you're looking at just opening an account on an exchange like Coinbase, or maybe you have a Robinhood account and you're just putting in a little bit of money into something like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, I think this channel will be good, a good way to check up on current market conditions and see, are we at a time where things are looking good to buy, or are we looking a little bit overbought where we can be patient? Me personally, and I probably already said this, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm going to use my money to get Christmas presents and pay off anything I'm financing right now. So I have more money for when or if things do capitulate and correct to the downside, which eventually they always do. Anyways, hope you found this video to be helpful, and none of this is financial advice. Take care.